A dolphin can recognize itself in a mirror, solve complex puzzles, and understand hundreds of hand signals, yet it has never built a city or written a book. So who is actually smarter? Picture this. A bottlenose dolphin stares at its own reflection, then twists its body to inspect a mark painted on its side. That's self-recognition, a cognitive milestone once thought unique to humans and great apes. Dolphins pass this test, but does that make them smarter than us? Let's compare brains. A human brain weighs about 3 pounds and has a highly developed neocortex. A dolphin brain is larger, averaging 4 to 5 pounds, and has even more convolutions. But size alone isn't everything. The real question is what those brains are optimized for. Dolphins evolved in a three-dimensional world of water, where sound travels faster than light. They use echolocation to create mental images of their surroundings. Humans rely on vision and touch. Different environments demand different cognitive tools. So which is superior? Consider social intelligence. Dolphins live in fluid, fission-fusion societies where alliances shift constantly. They recognize individual signature whistles, essentially names, and remember them for decades. They cooperate to hunt, protect each other from predators, and even teach hunting techniques to their young. Human social bonds are deep, but dolphin social networks are remarkably complex. Now, communication. Dolphins produce a wide range of clicks, whistles, and pulsed sounds. Some researchers argue these form a language with syntax and grammar. Others remain skeptical, noting that we haven't cracked the code. What we do know is that dolphins can understand artificial languages, like the hand signals used in research, and can respond to commands about absent objects. That's a form of symbolic understanding. Tool use? Dolphins in Shark Bay, Australia have been observed carrying marine sponges on their beaks to protect themselves while foraging on the seafloor. This is a learned behavior passed down from mother to calf. It's not as elaborate as human technology, but it's a clear example of using an object to solve a problem. Self-awareness extends beyond the mirror test. Dolphins show signs of metacognition, the ability to reflect on their own knowledge. In experiments, they could choose to opt out of a difficult trial, suggesting they know when they don't know. That's a sophisticated cognitive skill. But here's the counterpoint. Humans have cumulative culture. We build on previous knowledge, creating technologies that no single individual could invent alone. A dolphin sponge tool is a simple adaptation, not a smartphone. Our language allows us to record and transmit information across generations, leading to science, art, and civilization. Dolphins haven't done that. Yet that might be an unfair comparison. Dolphins lack hands to manipulate their environment. They live in a world without fire or metal. Their intelligence is adapted to a different set of challenges. Perhaps the question isn't who is smarter, but what we mean by smart. When we measure dolphin intelligence, we're really measuring how well they perform on human-designed tests. That's like judging a fish by its ability to climb a tree. Dolphins excel in domains we barely understand, like navigating by sound and maintaining complex social bonds without written records. So the answer is nuanced. Dolphins are not smarter than humans in the ways we typically value, like building cities or writing books. But in other domains like social memory, acoustic processing, and self-awareness, they may surpass us. The comparison reveals more about our own biases in defining intelligence than about any objective ranking. In the end, dolphins represent a different evolutionary path of cognitive sophistication. They are not failed humans. This contrast becomes sharper when we examine problem solving under pressure. In one study, dolphins instantly devised cooperative strategies to retrieve a sinking object when individual efforts failed, a flexible, team-based insight that humans often require explicit planning to achieve. Meanwhile, human cognition excels at abstract reasoning divorced from immediate context, like mathematics or long-term foresight. Yet dolphins routinely solve real-time spatial puzzles that would baffle a human diver, such as tracking moving prey through murky water using a sonar system so precise it can detect a fish's swim bladder. Their brains prioritize rapid, multi-sensory integration over the slow, linear logic that underpins human civilization, a trade-off that challenges any simple hierarchy of cleverness. They are a successful species with a mind shaped by the sea, and that might be a smarter way to think about intelligence itself.